Okay. So place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. I'm just going to start there. One hand's down here on your belly, one hand's on your upper part of your collarbone. And you can close your eyes now. If you can imagine that you're bringing the air from your bottom hand on the belly to the top hand on your chest. And then bringing the air back to the belly and then back to the top hand on the chest. So I just want you to close your eyes and do some circular breathing. So breathing into the top hand near the collarbone, and then exhaling into the belly. Do a couple of rounds of that, just breathing and feeling the breath in your body and how the breath actually massages you. It awakens some of the muscles when you're actually activating and you're feeling the breath, it's awakening some of the muscle groups you might not have been using lately. So it's a deep breath in and a belly out. Let's do a couple more rounds of this, just breathing in, feeling the chest rise. Feeling the belly soften on the exhale. And hopefully that just settled our nervous system to help us prepare for our practice today. So go ahead and blink open your eyes. And once you've got your eyes open, take all 10 fingers and place them right here on your chest. So the fingers, again, rest on the collarbones, elbows kind of out to the side. And what I want you to think about is pushing your chin forward and then lifting up. So stretching the front of your throat. For those of us who want to get rid of that extra skin here, just kind of stretching it out. So it's not tilting back the head, it's a lifting up and just gently pressing down. I'm not pushing hard into my chest, just kind of adding a little bit of pressure so the neck can extend and stretch it out, the muscles in the front of my throat. A couple breaths here, just stretching the very front of your throat. We normally don't do this type of stretch or don't stick your head out like this, so it might feel a little strange and bizarre to you. Good. And now let's release the hands and roll them out. Just take a gentle roll with the arms and the hands. You can move them out to the side if that feels better. And if you like to set an intention or a dedication for your practice, you can always set that into your mind. Sometimes you might want to create a mantra for your day or for the week. Just kind of move your arms in a way that feels good. Maybe twist, palms up, palms down, wrists move, just moving. Now we'll relax the shoulders down. Now gently bring your right hand forward and then reach it up to the sky. Bring it back behind you and look over your left shoulder. So right hand up, look to the left. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Bring it to your lap or beside you. And then we'll do the other arm. Left arm reaches forward, reaches up, and look to the right. And lower that arm down. We'll do again. Right arm reaches forward and up and look to the left. And that arm comes down. Do it again. Left arm reaches up, look to the right. And lower left arm, look forward. Right arm reaches up, look to the left, stretch up taller. And lower, look forward. Left arm reaches up, look to the right. And lower. Now reach both arms right on up to the sky. Now bring your hands to prayer and take your thumbs. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Take your thumbs, bend your elbows and take your thumbs to the back of your head. See that? So you feel your thumbs touching the back of the neck. And then you can kind of like push your head into the heels of your hand and get a nice little front of the chest stretch. So push the belly slightly and chest forward. You feel a little stretch maybe in the wrist, the biceps, pectoral muscles here. And then we'll release the arms back up and hands back to your lap. Good. So let's take the arms out wide, nice wide arms. Reach back behind you, push your heart forward, and then inhale, make a circle. So touch your fingertips in front of you. Squeeze the belly in. Exhale, open the arms wide. So we're going to hug a tree, bring it in. Tuck the chin towards the chest, and then exhale, arms out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can move at your own pace. Breathing in and out. Try to breathe with your nose rather than your mouth. Nice cleansing breaths, smooth and fluid, to remind our nervous system to relax. When you've had enough of these, we're going to come into a modified little resting pose. And you're always welcome to come back to this. Just put your forearms on your legs. You can bring your hands to prayer and just look down. Just see if you can point your head up, but lean forward. We'll take a couple breaths here, resting. Maybe soften your shoulders, pushing your shoulders into your elbows and your elbows into your legs. Palms pressing into one another slightly. Just breathe. Very nice. Good. Now let's take the left arm out to the left side. You can keep the right arm where it is. And then we'll bring it back and touch. Left arm up. Like this is your wing, and you're opening, expanding that wing out. And back to touch. And tap. You can feel it maybe back here in the shoulder blade. Couple more. Good. One more. Out to the side. Look up. And bring it back through center. Pause. Palms touch. And just rest for a second before we move to the right side. All right. Just like we did on the left. Left elbow is going to stay down on your lap. Right arm sweeps up. And bring it down. And keep that elbow bent, or you can straighten it out a little bit as it comes out. We lift. You can add in looking at it. Nice and slow. Another gloomy day out there. We got to create our own sunshine, I think. Inhale it up. Exhale, touch. Just a couple more. Good. Last one. Arm rises. Look to the right hand. And then bring it slowly back down. Palms touch, head sits forward. Tailbone pushes to the back of your chair. Very nice. Now, we're going to take the hands and reach them out in front of you. So very low, your belly's almost on your legs. Reaching out like a little thunderbolt. And then bring the arms just up a little bit more. So instead of being straight here, just come up just a little bit. See if you can stretch out your neck nice and long. Then we'll take the arms down to our shins and let the head drop and fold. Let your eyes either close or look in under your chair or down in between your feet. This stretches out the back of your neck. If that makes you dizzy, keep your head above your chest. Feel your low back here. All right. As we rise up, you're going to press your feet down, root through the feet, rise up, hands up to the knees, to the hip creases, and then out to the side for Tadasana. Shoulders relax. Reach your right arm out, palm facing up, and then reach over to the right side. Bring it back in, and then reach back to the right. This time, bring your right hand over your head and reach to the left. Left hand reaches for the floor beside you. Notice where the weight just went, probably to your left hip. See if you can pull it back to the right hip, lifting the right rib cage. Good. Now nice and slow, lower the right arm down. Reach your left arm out to the left side. And then reach over here to the left side of the room. Bring it back in. Reach again. And then bring your left palm straight up. And then over your head to the right. Lean to the right side, lifting the left ribs, left arm. Reach down through the right fingertips. Lengthen your neck. Nice. Neck is not all crunched in. You want it nice and long. And now we'll lower nice and slow, left arm down. Bring both arms out to a T. And then we're going to take some twists. You can take twists with your arms straight or arms bent. You may notice that it feels heavier with them straight. And just take some little bit of twist. You don't have to go huge twist, just nice and easy twist. Good. Now slow down your twist. Hands point to the floor. Let the shoulders relax. And then very slowly bring your hands to your knees. Pause here. Lean forward, bend your elbows out to the side. Point the top of your head forward. See if you can get your spine flat. Breathe. Feel that the pressure in your hip crease. There's some tension there. Just notice that. Now we're going to take the arms out to the side like we're an airplane. And take your right hand down, left arm up, look up to the left. Back through center. And we'll switch sides. Right arm comes up, left hand reaches for the floor. And through center. Back to the left arm up, right hand reaching down. Center. Left arm reaching down, right arm reaching up. One more each side, left arm. Right arm up this time. And through center, hands to your shins and fold. Let your head drop, shoulders release. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Breathe in. Exhale out. Nice and slow. Roll up. Unravel. Good. Now let's work on our hips a little bit here. We're going to take the right knee up. I'm going to tilt my thing. There we go. Bring your right knee up and press your right hand into it. Just put some resistance on the right knee. See if you can lift your head up. And then we'll lower the right leg. Let's try the left leg. palm of left palm touches the left leg, left knee, head lifts, and you push the knee into the hand. So trying to find some resistance. Lower. Now let's try it again. Right knee comes up just a little bit higher. So bring it up as high as you can and then press it out. See if you can straighten your elbow. Maybe you can lean back. And then lower. Left knee comes up as high as it can. Left palm touches the knee, lean back, and straighten your left elbow. Now right knee comes up, and you can hold onto the right knee and just extend the right foot forward. Push out through your right heel. Again, lift your head up, try not to collapse. That makes it, you use your core. Bend the knee and lower down. Left knee rises. Extend the left foot, head lifts. Push out through your left heel. Good. Now bend that, lower it down. Now we're going to add in some arm movements. So rather than our hands being on our legs, we're going to add in some arm movements. Before we do the legs, let's practice the arm movements. So I want you to make a fist, reach your left arm forward. You can come up more by your ear, but make a fist with your left arm, and then make a fist with your right hand and pull it to your right hip bone. So you're like charged. Now I want you to bring up your right knee. Lift up your head and see if you can bring the right knee up higher. Good. Now release the hands. We'll do the other side. Left knee comes up, right arm reaches forward, make a fist, right hand reaches up to the sky, left knee comes up, left hand makes a fist, pull it to your left hip. Imagine that you're in some sort of running montage. And then we'll lower. Let's do the other side. Right knee rises, left hand forward, make a fist. Right hand holds, makes a fist at the right hip. Pull the right knee in, reach out through the left arm. Try to stretch it out. And then relax. Do it on the other side. Right hand reaches out, makes a fist. Left knee comes up, left hand to left hip. Keep pressing the right foot into the ground. So you want to be active in the right leg here. And then switch. So now you know what we're doing. Do a couple of these on your own. Bringing the knee up, the knee that's up, that's where you're putting the fist on the hip. Reach out with the opposite arm. Making our brain work as well as our body. Doing good, guys. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Now take your hands and your pinky fingers, put them in your hip crease here, and all you're going to do is bow forward. So you feel that hip crease with your hands resting, elbows out to the side, head looking down. And now let's see if we can feel our breath again. So maybe you can feel with your hands there, you feel a little bit of movement in the abdominals. All right, ever so gently start to lift the shoulders, press the feet into the ground. Relieve your hands out to the side. Bring them all the way up to the sky. Cactus out your arms, bring your elbows back behind you, and now we'll bring the hands together. Point your thumbs at your nose. So your thumbs are pointing to your nose. Everybody got that so far? Now we're going to take the left hand and bring it out to the left side. Look at your left thumb. Bring your left thumb back to meet the right thumb. And then the right arm's going to go out to the right side. Watch the right thumb. Back through center. So nice and slow. This is mindfulness. Left arm goes out. Follow the left thumb. Bring the elbow back. And then bring the left palm to meet the right palm. Right palm goes out to the right side. Watch your right thumb. Back through center. Left arm goes out. Watch your left thumb. Center. Right arm goes out. And center. One more time, the left side. Left arm goes out. Look at the left thumb. And now palms together. Reach up, make a steeple over your head. Bend your elbows, bring your thumbs to the back of your neck again. Elbows point out to the side. And then we're going to lean forward. See if you can push your elbows out as you look down. Use your legs to help you stabilize. Squeeze your belly in. Nice big breaths. Now release the arms up and out and fold all the way down. Hold on to your ankles, your shins. Feel the shoulders relax, the head, the neck, jaw, all kind of soften up here. Good. Now keeping your left hand on your left leg, reach your right arm out in front of you. Look forward like you're trying to touch the screen in front of you. And then lower your right hand. Reach out, lift your left arm like you're trying to reach out in front of you with your left arm and lower. Right arm reaches out and lower. Left arm reaches out and lower. Now we're going to do both hands. Reach out with both arms. Press your feet into the ground. Squeeze your belly in. And you can probably feel this in your back. Now we're going to make a fist and pull back. So heart and chest come forward. And then reach back forward. Hands to your shins. Tuck your head in. Roll up. Nice and slow. Shoulders back. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. And we'll take the right elbow to the right hip for this oblique stretch. And back through center. Left elbow to left hip. And center. Over to the right. And center. Over to the left. Center. One more time to each side, to the right. Bend the elbows to the left. Now reach both arms straight up. And then hinge forward at your waistline, going nice and slow all the way down to the floor. Let it relax, shoulders relax. Now look forward. Take your right hand up, take your left hand up, make a fist, pull back, jut your chin and chest, your head forward, reach back out, and lower your hands back to your legs. Press your feet down, squeeze your belly in, and rise all the way back up. And then hands come back to your heart center. Close your eyes, take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So it's really important that we pause after working hard just to kind of get our breath stabilized, our heart rate stabilized. Good. And when you feel comfortable, we'll come into our standing position. So just like we did on Friday, we're going to stand directly behind the seat of the chair. So your seat is going to be in front of you rather than the other side. Now, if the seat is too low, option is to put like a book, a yoga block. I have a little bolster, a little pillow. You can put it just raises it up just a couple inches. So if you have pillows or something nearby and you want to use that, that's totally fine too. So just get yourself ready, and we're just going to stand about a foot away from the chair. So 1 step back from the chair. see it there. All right. So what we're going to do from here is reach the arms out to the side and stand in just a mountain pose with our arms out. So feet are firmly planted. And now bring the arms down by the hips. Lift your head up. You ever seen a wine bottle opener? It's got you twisted and the arms come out to the side. I want you to think of that. So inhale, the arms go out. And then exhale, the arms come down. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now we're going to take the right arm out to the right side and take your left hand behind you. All right. Let's do the same side you guys are. So right hand's out to the side, left hand's behind you. Take your right hand to your right shoulder, look to the left. And then open that arm back out. We'll do those a couple times. By the way, you may want to step out your feet a little wider. I just noticed that the wider your feet, the better stability you'll have. So right hand to left shoulder, look to the left. Left hand is behind you. Right hand to left shoulder. Back out one more. Right hand to left shoulder. And this one, we're going to take the full twist. So come all the way around. So you'll feel that right hip come forward and you're twisting to the left. Head's lifting. This is a standing twist. Left hand is still behind you. Now come back through center. Roll out your left shoulder. Good. Take your right hand, bring it behind you. Left arm reaches out. Left hand touches the right shoulder, look to the right. And open out. Left hand to right shoulder, look to the right. Right shoulder. Two more. And then this one, we're going to go into the full expression. So left hand to right shoulder, turn towards the right. So that left hip's going to come slightly forward. And keep the spine nice and straight. Left hip's pointing forward, right hip's kind of going back. Feel your stretch in the spine. I feel mine mostly in the low back. Good. Come back through center, relax the right shoulder. Now I'm going to turn back facing the chair so you can see this part. So we're going to toe heel our feet out so they're a little bit wider than hip distance. So we've got a nice stance here. And your hands are going to go to the seat of the chair or to like I got bolster there. So we're going to take our arms out to a T. And we're going to take the right hand is going to go towards the right side of the chair. Left arm's going to reach up. So there's another twist. And then we'll bring back out to a T. And then left hand to the right side of the chair. Right arm reaches up. Back out to a T. Right hand to left side of chair. Left arm reaches up. To a T. Left hand to right side of chair. Right arm reaches up. Back out. Right hand to the left side of chair. And you can find your own little flow here. And you can stay a little bit longer if you're feeling, ooh, that feels good in the hips and the obliques. Where are you feeling the stretch? Take your time and just explore these little twists. And when you've had enough, all you have to do is just stand still, bring your feet back together into Tadasana. Samasthiti. Bring my feet back in and stand nice and tall. If you're working on balance, you might want to just close your eyes here for a second, standing tall. Notice how the legs work. Can you feel your thighs kind of gripping in, feeling the intensity in the muscles in your legs? Can you feel the low belly squeezing in, maybe clenching the glutes just a little bit? Knees are soft. Shoulders relaxed. Very nice. Good. Now we're open our eyes or blink them open. And we're gonna step back with the left foot and have the right foot pointing under the chair. So right foot points under the chair and left foot is pointing, left foot is back and the heels are pointing slightly to the left. We'll start with our hands on our hips so that you can feel which direction the hips are going in. Now bend into your right knee and we'll reach the arms in front of you. Reach them out. And now we're going to lower the right, straighten the right knee and reach your hands back. So it's an inhale, arms forward, bend into the right knee. Exhale, straighten the knee, hands reach back. Let's do 5 of these. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten the right knee, hands to the chair, and push back your tailbone. You can, I don't need this, but now you can come lower. You can bend the elbows. You can come onto your forearms. You can reach for the floor and hold the sides of the chair. You'll feel a nice stretch in that right leg. See if you can press the heels of your feet down and tell the left hip to kind of go in the direction towards the chair. So rather than push back that left hip, you want to draw the left hip forward. And the right hip, you want to push back. So you want to make the hips nice and neutral. So one hip is not in front of the other hip. And then you can play here for a second. You can kind of feel out what's happening, especially in the front right leg. You can explore going lower, explore reaching down. And when you're ready, we'll bend back into the right knee. Hands help you up. And then we'll come into the full expression of the pose, either hands to hips or hands up above you. So bend into the right knee. This is Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. You're a warrior, very powerful warrior. Good. Hands come to the side of the chair. As it comes to the side of the chair, I want you to step that right foot behind you. So push back the right foot and see if you can keep your hips equal. So the right hip's not higher than the left hip. Left knee is soft, pushing way back in the right foot. Good. Now lower the right foot to meet the left foot. Take your time, resettle the feet, bend the knees, and then stand all the way up. Hands come down by your hips. Resettle the legs. All right, let's move on to the left side. Step your left foot forward, left foot points under the chair, right foot, the heel presses, right heel presses down, right toes point slightly to the right at a 45-degree angle. We'll start by bending the knee. As we bend the knee, we reach our arms out in front of us. And then straighten leg, reach your hands back by your hips or even behind you. So inhale, bend into the knee, reach forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And then exhale, hands to the seat of the chair. Push back, left hip goes back, right hip's going to kind of go forward. And then take what variation you like of this pose. How does it work in your body today? Can you come onto your forearms? Do you want to reach for the ankles or the floor? Just feel a nice little tug, not a sharp shooting pain, but just a little bit of tension in the left hamstring, the left leg. We'll take a couple breaths here, breathing into it. Very good. Now bend into your left knee. Hands help you up. And we'll lift up into that full expression of warrior one. Arms rise up or arms to hips. Pushing the left knee forward, but over the left ankle, so not too far over the left ankle. Belly hugging in. We smile here in this pose because we feel strong and powerful. And then we'll take the hands back to the chair. Hold on to the side of it. And put weight into the right foot and then kick the left foot behind you. See if you can float that left leg back behind you, balancing on just your right foot and your hands on the chair. And ever so gently lower the left foot to meet the right foot. Reestablish your feet and your knees, and then straighten your arms and reach up. Float the hands down and relax. Now we're going to move into a little flow. We did this I guess we did this Friday. You may remember it. We're going to start standing directly behind the chair. Inhale, arms straight up above you. And then exhale, nice and slow, hands come to the seat of the chair. And palms press down, and then bend your elbows slightly, push your neck forward. So feel the extension of the tailbone. You'll feel a little bit of the belly drop, like cow pose, and your head sends forward, shoulders are coming back away from your ears, soft knees. And then look down to the chair and push up through the spine, the shoulder blades. Good, now bend the knees, reach the hands up and stand all the way up, nice and slow. If this makes you feel dizzy, then don't do it. We'll exhale, hands back to the chair. This is a forward fold. Hands touch the seat of the chair. Bend the elbows, shoulders come back, push your head forward, push your tailbone back behind you. Feel that little arch, a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Look down, push up the spine, chin to chest. Bend the knees a lot. Reach the hands up, standing mountain. Let's do that flow again. Exhale, hands to the chair. And come into a nice little cow-like pose. Push the tailbone back and up. Look down to the seat of the chair. Push your hands into the chair. Round the spine. Push out through the shoulder blades. Bend the knees. And rise the arms up overhead. Let's do one more round of those. It feels so good in the back. Exhale, hands back to the chair. Soften the knees. Soften the arms. Jut your chin, chest forward. Feel the belly going a little bit lower. And then look to the seat of the chair. Push up through the spine. Bend the knees. And rise all the way up. Nice big stretch up to the sky. And then exhale the arms down beside you. Good. Now let's step back into, well, actually take your hands back to the chair. Let's step back into like tabletop pose. We've already did extended legs. We're just going to build on that. So tabletop, hands to the chair, and squeeze your belly in so the spine's long. Feet come close together so you'll have better stability, and then lift the right foot behind you. Now tap your right toes down and then lift up the legs. So we're gonna do a couple lifts and taps. So again, working on the glutes. Remember, you can go as high as you want. If it feels better to stay nice and low, stay low. And when you've had enough on the right leg, pause and just take a little break. You can bend your knees and swish around side to side to shake it out. Feet back together. Soften the knees and then extend the left foot back. And we lift and lower, tapping the toes to the ground. When you've had enough on this side, you just bring the feet back together. Option is to stay here with the arms straight or come onto your forearms. If you're coming onto your forearms, be mindful that this, keep your head looking, don't turn your head side to side. So don't try to look at me. I want you to keep your head straight and just push back through the hips. So your elbows straight and you push back through the hips. This is a good shoulder opening pose. It also has hamstrings. My palms are together. My pinkies are resting on the seat of the chair. Soft and bent knees. My head's going back in between my arms. It's a good hamstring stretch. Hold this for 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the knees. Hands help you to the seat of the chair. And then we'll rise back all the way up, tall mountain pose. Hands to heart center to kind of recalibrate our breath and our heart. All right. Come around to the right side of your chair for balance. Or stand to the side of it. So feet close together, about hip distance apart, not too wide here. Shoulders down, and we'll lift the right knee up. Start with the right foot coming up. Left hand and left leg are kind of your roots. You want to push down through the left foot and use your left hand to hold your right knee. Bring your right knee out to the right side, and then bring it back in. We'll take it out to the right and in. One more out to the right and in, and then cross your legs. So coming into eagle pose. So you can wrap your right foot around your left ankle or just bring your right big toe next to your outside of your left foot. Now sink down into the hips. This might be all you need for balance. You can take your hands to prayer. You can take them out. You can hold your shoulders. And give yourself a second just to kind of feel into the hips. Let the head rise up through the arms. Take a couple breaths here. Really focusing strength on the left leg. Left knee is bent. Right leg is hugging in. All right, release it, unwrap, and shake it out. So do that same thing, but I'm going to add on just a bit. So option to stay and do what we just did, or to come with me to add on. Shake out that left leg. Press feet equally into the ground. And nice and slow, lift the right knee up. We're going to cross it over for eagle, just like we just did. Sit down into the hips, so draw the hips closer to the floor. Left hand can stay on the top of the chair or can go to the seat, depending on how long your arms are. And all we're going to do is send out the right arm and send out the right leg. So balancing on the left foot, reach out. Once this right leg extends out, see if you can spread apart your toes and push out through the heels. Again, if you want to practice some balance, you could take your left hand off the chair. You can even bring your hands to prayer. When you fall out of it, just bring your feet together and stand tall. Good. Little star pose to go with our moon shirt, my moon shirt. All right, let's try the other direction. Walk around to the left side of your chair. And we'll start by just lifting left knee up and take it a couple times out to the side and back and forth. Just a little windshield wiper working the knee, balancing on the right foot. Good, now bring the left knee across the right. You can wind the legs up or touch your left big toe on the outside of your right foot. Let the hips come down. So it doesn't mean we sink in the chest. It means just the hips come down, okay? Options to stay here or hold your elbows, hands to prayer, out to the side, but whatever you can do to make yourself feel really good and stable in the hips. When you're ready, we'll just release that, shake it out. We'll do it again, but this time we'll add in this falling star, shooting star pose here. So feet settle into the ground. Left leg rises. Shoulders back. And cross your left knee over your right for eagle pose. Left arm's on the bottom if you're holding your shoulders or binding them. Head's lifting. Hips are sinking. And then we unwind out of this. Take your hands off first. Right hand to the chair. And kick out the left leg. Your left arm extends out so it helps you with your balance. Push out through the left heel. Beautiful. Now take your feet down, hands to prayer, stay nice and tall. Catch your breath. Now we're going to rise up onto our tippy toes. You can use the chair to hold on to. Just stand on your tippy toes for a second. I want you to feel nice and tall. You can even balance here. If you don't want to use the chair, you don't have to, but just know it's there if you start to wobble. Good. Now lower the heels and lower your hips and sit into a thunderbolt. Good. Shoulders relaxed. Now we're going to take a little twist. Take your right hand back and your left arm forward. This is a standing thunderbolt. And come back through center. And we'll twist the left arm back. And center. And now we'll rise up, arms come up, lift your heels, straighten your legs, stand on your tippy toes. It's wobbly, it's okay. It's okay if it's wobbly. And then exhale, release your arms and bring your heels back to the ground. Come back and have a seat. Good job, guys. Let's take a moment and just relax in the chair. We're going to do a couple neck circles and then we'll finish out a little meditation. So chin to chest, and then roll your head from one shoulder to the other shoulder. And then slow it down and sink into your chair. If it feels better to be on the ground or on the couch or something nearby, find somewhere where you can be comfortable. And we'll come back to observing your breath. See if you can feel the temperature of the air coming in you. See if you can notice the temperature of the air leaving you. Feel all the muscles in your body relax. Pratyahara is the practice of sensory withdrawal. Once the body and its energy are under our personal control, then the senses must be mastered. When the mind is no longer the slave to the senses, it can progress onto its spiritual path. So I want you to think about for a moment how your senses pull you in directions. Whether it's smelling something and feeling like you have to eat it, you hear something feeling like you have to listen to it. So our senses control us. The practice of pratyahara in yoga is not letting the senses control you. Take 3 more deep cleansing breaths. Nice and slow. See how long you can make your exhale. When you finish that 3rd breath, you're welcome to start making movements again. You can start to rock the head like you were doing before we went into stillness. Just kind of move the head around. You can sway the shoulders a little side to side. And then when you're ready, take a big stretch up and out, whichever direction feels good to you. And we'll finish out our practice, hands in prayer at your heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. May each of you be happy and healthy, and may you remember to practice some self-control, that you are in control of your senses. Be well. Namaste.